so these are the things that, I'm a little bit deviating because these are just something connected. So what I have to tell you is that when I made that statement, I did not consider Finland 5 years of war with Russia. I remember that that's a different thing. Remember that Finland, 5 years, it was 5 years of war. It was not actually 5 years of agitation. So it's a different thing. So if we would begin to calculate Finland, independence move, it dated back to 18 something. Okay? Like the other day, I tried to explain the fight for independence. And one thing you should know is that before Finland got independent, they have some kind of autonomy. That's what people don't know. They actually had some kind of autonomy. They have some kind of autonomy that they were able to check how they can govern themselves. And that's exactly what we have actually replicated so far by creating the de facto government. And Nigeria don't know what we are doing. So, and we can see how it has worked. We have also tested it by the exile government. Finland did not have exile government, like we are having now, even though other countries have exile government and all that. So it is something that just, is just a divine statement I made. And I'm following that statement, the December, this declaration, so many people don't know how this declaration is going to happen and what we expect to, how we are going to move very fast after that. But maybe when they will be watching the program live, and then the rain will begin to fall. Because the program alone, I don't want to say what we're going to do, but believe me, I believe you're going to be here in Finland. You are going to have.
Yes, I'm going to be there live and direct.
You're going to have a special task. You're going to have a special task, in the meeting.
Yes, sir.
I will tell you when you come. So because I want this particular one to be captured, it's going to give a shock wave. What you're going to see when you come to Finland. I don't want to say it here, so that but let it be like that. So yes, 5 years is 5 years, and 5 years is this year. It's actually ending this December. So this December, after the declaration, we move to the phase 2 of the liberation of Biafra, which is fighting to recognize Biafra government and at the same time delegitimizing Nigeria. With the authority given to us by the Biafra people, over 50 million voted already. You can't ignore that. Nobody in this world will ignore the number of votes we have gained from the self-referendum. It is already in Wikipedia, approved by Wikipedia. You can never ignore it. The more they try to look down on what we are doing, the more we get validity and legitimacy from the outside world. You're going to see it happening. So when they were telling you, nobody's supervising it, where is the UN? What is happening today? Are the think tank not reporting it? Are the, many institution, policy-making institution in the world not reporting the Biafra self-referendum? They don't know what is coming. Just watch and see. We have outsmarted Nigeria, and there is nothing that will make Nigeria not to break up. And I'm leading this breakup of Nigeria. Thank you.
Yes, Obatobi, you are welcome to United States of America. We greatly appreciate the efforts you are making in trying to make sure that we have our freedom. Sorry, I am not in the house, in the Massachusetts house. This is Prince CK calling from United States of America. But I still have to join because I know what we are doing that is very, very important. I just have a question to ask. This question is this. What do you think, Obatobi, could be the intention of Nigerian government trying to limit Biafrans as a Southeast, even when they know that Biafra is beyond Southeast? Because by their action, and if you look at, just like you said, a lot of things they are doing, which indirectly they are telling us that they have recognized that Biafrans are going. By everything they are doing, they are trying to remove Southeast in it. And they know that Southeast, Biafra is far beyond Southeast. What do you think would be their intention, sir?
Their intention is just as stupid as them. That is exactly what there is no intention. You know, the point is that it is even good they are doing it. You know, they think that the Biafra we are fighting is the Biafra of when they created the 6th geopolitical zone. First of all, the 6th geopolitical zone was a fraud. Nobody voted for it. So they don't know where we are coming. You know, one thing is that, you know, Nigeria is looking, they don't look beyond their nose in this whole thing we are doing. They are looking at our faces. They're looking at Ojukwu failed. They're looking at Biafra failed, you know, in the 60s. They're looking at the 3 million children that died. So they were, you know, they are still taking us for a joke. And I like it because, you know, if they had taken me very seriously when Mazen Andikari was kidnapped, you know, maybe, who knows? But, you know, so I like the fact that they enjoy my dancing, enjoy my, you know, laughing and making all those content creators they call me. I like it. So let us continue to take us as a joke, like this is just for Southeast. Well, I will not say much, but the promise I'm making to the Biafra people and to them is that we have a map, okay? We have a well-defined map of Biafra, undisputed. So we are not just fighting for Biafra on the basis of the 6th geopolitical. So it's a fraud. It was not the agreement of the entire people. So we have our history. So we are going back to 1914. That's where we are going. So it's not the 6th geopolitical zone of yesterday or Obasanjo yesterday. No. So we have a map. I will not allow these people to continue to change the demography for their own interest. So we have a map, and that's where we are. And the reason why they are already giving us the Southeast like they are doing is because of the activities, which is somehow limited to the part of the Southeast. But I'm telling you, after December, we will shock them. Just watch and see.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Prime Minister. And I want to appreciate the good work you are doing. And we believe God will help us to achieve our country. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Luma, over to you.
Yeah, greetings, my fellow Biafrans, and all protocols observed. Welcome, His Excellency Mazen Simon Ekpa to the United States. Running out of time to go to work. That is why I just put up my hand for me to make my updates. So without wasting much of your time, yes. My update goes like this. Nonyem Omilikwe 250 Ejema.
I hope utmost success. Dear Honorable Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and Nandi Kanu, you're strong in every single way. I hope utmost success for the freedom of Biafra as the country grows in its economy and culture. You both are strong, worthy, and wonderful. I've never seen any more determined person that's more brave than you. I hope someday Biafra will become a strong country with many men to fight and serve. The wonderful country of Biafra. I believe Biafra will become a strong and powerful country. One day, Biafra will be known as power and strength.
Thank you very much. We will definitely be one of the powerful country, and you, the young one, will sustain it. Remember that. Remember that we give a lot to fight for this freedom when it comes. And you must do everything to protect this freedom and sustain the prestige that we are building today. You must understand that. Very, very important. The young ones must make sure that they understand the importance of freedom.
Yes, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful poem. We're proud of you, children. Thank you.
Superstars Media.
My people, my Biafran people, how on a day today? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. My people, no time for introduction for this one. I will go straight to the point on this one. Thanks to our Prime Minister for showing us this video, reminding us about the history, reminding us about those who were there in the Biafran war, those who could give the real eyewitness account. I call it an eyewitness account. Because so many a time your Zoom military and your Zoom media, they refuse to broadcast or give a true narrative of what happened during the Biafran war. You will hear this man you are seeing in this video. He will speak about the bombers, those dropping bombs in Biafra land. They will stay in Kaduna in a hotel. He was there with them in a hotel. They will fly their plane and drop a bomb in Biafra land and fly back to Kaduna. Lord have mercy. Make we hear this man's story. This one touched me well. If you are ready, let's go there. I will break it down. Listen.
But I first showed up in Nigeria in February of 1967.
Hold it there. He first showed up in Nigeria in the month of February and in the year 1967. The month of February and in the year 1967. Don't forget, case in point, 1967 was when we had the war. Don't worry, at the end I will play the whole video, but I need to educate you guys, please, with all due respect. I have to go in depth in this one. Let's continue. 1967, don't forget, in February 1967, few months before the Biafran war. To call a spade, even though this man likes us. I heard during that time say so many mercenaries, they were coming into Biafra land. They were coming into Nigeria. So many mercenaries. They were being paid by the Gowon government. But I will give this man the benefit of the doubt. But there is something this man said when it can make me think twice. Even though now he's a good man, his eyes open now. He now sees that the Biafrans had the right to ask for their freedom. But I'm going somewhere with this. Watch this.
What? It was 2 months before Odemeg.
Take it back. Listen.
But I first showed up in Nigeria in February of 1967. What? It was 2 months before Odemegu Ojukwu decided he wanted to have his own country.
2 months before Ojukwu said he wanted to have his own country, which is Biafra. This man showed up 2 months before Ojukwu said he wanted to have his own country. Let's continue.
Wow, you were in Nigeria right before Biafra.
Right before the Biafran war started.
What?
I lived in Kaduna then.
Boom! He lived in Kaduna. Do you now see what I was talking about? So many mercenaries. My father told me because he was there during the Biafran war. So many mercenaries were trooping into Biafra land. And for the fact that 2 months before Biafra war, this man came to Nigeria and he was based in Kaduna. You see me, I have a critical, analytical mind, Oyibo. Now make we hear what this man talk. Now he's a born again. Sometimes a bad guy can turn to a good guy. Yes, he's given us the story. He's given us the account. But do not assume that the person who is telling you the story is a good or a bad guy. No. In most cases, just take the story. You eat the meat and spit out the bone. Learn to eat the meat and spit out the bone. Respect to our brother Ikechukwu who is doing this video. He's a rapper as well. Respect to him. Learn to eat the meat and spit out the bone. But me, I am going in depth on this man's account because my father told me during those days, say, so many mercenaries came to Nigeria to get job. The Russians, so people came. They got contract from the zoo government to buy the Biafran people. Those who could fly jets, those who could fly small aircraft and all those things. So this man is giving you a story that when he came 2 months to the Biafran war, he was based in where? Kaduna. Kaduna again. Kaduna. Let's continue.
Wow, you were in the north.
Take it back a bit. Listen.
War started.
What?
I lived in Kaduna then.
Wow, you were in the north.
I was in Kaduna, and there were mercenaries there.
Boom! I was in Kaduna, and there were mercenaries there. Mercenaries, these are experts in their field, men trained to work as lone commandos or whatever. Military experts for hire. A hitman for hire. A killer for hire. A commando for hire. A military man for hire. That's what he's talking about. Oh my God, you guys don't understand. Even the pilots, they were for hire during the Biafran War. Gowon did us dirty. Gowon did us dirty. But let's take it back.
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back updates and information as to the world. In case it's your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as it be. IPOB wants Tinubu's government of harsh consequences over Nnamdi Kanu's deteriorating health. According to the IPOB spokesperson, these people should know the consequences of any harm befalling Nnamdi Kanu while in the detention center. Oh, Setela, the members of the indigenous people of Biafra don't de parao. They don't send message. Give Tinubu's government say, same as Nnamdi Kanu will be say, una carry put for the DSS detention and in health condition they deteriorate. Say, they say that thing it get consequences, so make we go down to the full detail of the information. Because as I see, it be like say Kasala go boss soon. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has raised the alarm over the deteriorating health condition of its detained leader, Nnamdi Kanu, warning the president, Bola Tinubu-led government against the harsh consequences of Kanu's continued detention. IPOB, in a statement issued on Monday by its media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, said that the health condition of Kanu, who is currently detained at the Department of State Service DSS headquarters facility in Abuja, is deteriorating. Powerful added that it has become very obvious that the Nigerian government, the Nigerian judiciary, the DSS operatives, and some Igbo Southeast politicians are all together in a plot to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. According to the IPOB spokesperson, these people should know the consequences of any harm befalling Nnamdi Kanu while in their custody. We have repeatedly demanded for the release of Nnamdi Kanu as ordered by Nigerian Appeal Court, which discharged and acquitted him of all charges. Similarly, the Supreme Court had ruled that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail. He said the same Apex Court declared his abduction extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria illegal. If the federal government and DSS have not succeeded in destroying IPOB since 2021, that they kidnap an extraordinary rendition Mazi Kanu, what makes them think that they can destroy IPOB now? The Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra reiterates its demand for the immediate and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to enable him properly take care of his health, since it has become very clear that the deteriorating condition of his health is as a direct consequence of the neglect of the Nigerian government and its secret police, the DSS, to provide him with appropriate and adequate health facility. The Nigerian judiciary should not dance to the tune of the lawless executive branch of government of the zoo called Nigeria and its DSS by colluding to violate the rights and the freedom of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Directorate of State is calling on the international community, the United Nations, Human Rights Council, the African Union, Amnesty International, Intercessory Human Rights Watch, and all lovers of freedom to compel the Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from illegal detention so that his health condition does not further deteriorate. Powerful question: why keep an innocent man in solitary confinement to suffer for no reason, even after the court have declared his detention as illegal and abuse and violation of his fundamental human rights. According to him, Nnamdi Kanu's only crime is championing the Biafra self-determination struggle, which complies with the United Nations Convention and African Charter on People's Rights. IPOB is assuring the Nigerian government and all other interested parties that the struggle for the freedom of the Biafran people, our nation, is unstoppable. He don't shell as CDB. This one is coming from the members of the IPOB. IPOB at last have decided to rise up. Of course, you know that there was a lot of criticism that went on the part of what is his name, Simon Ekpa, who has been championing the cause of the indigenous people of Biafra. When Ekpa started doing some things, fighting harder, a lot of people conspired against him, even with the issue of insecurity and the rest of them, which was labeled against him. There was also a move for arrest, which happened, but these people never knew that Finland is not like Nigeria, where there are a lot of lawlessness. In the UK, even though there are some loopholes, but we know the law to be very tight in Europe. After he was arrested, he was also released. And yesterday, the group called Masob, that is headed by Wazurike, marked their 25 years as a freedom fighting organization. I will just call them organization because whatever they are doing there is what I don't even understand. Some of them now, the members of Masob, you can even hire them as a security for your gate. You can hire them as a security, as a vigilante group, and the rest of them. It has just become a legalized group in Nigeria that is functioning with today's government. Every of the day's government is functioning hand in hand with Masob. Meanwhile, on the part of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from the information we have been hearing so far, is that the man is seriously down. And you know, when a man is down. All right, on another information, explosion has rocked a major city in Nigeria as gunmen attack military police base. You don't shell it. Of all my hearing about the military, I thought that the military police is supposed to be the hardest of all of them. But as it is, government has attacked a military base. Meanwhile, before I bring you that information, let's see what is happening in Bamako. They say government attacked a military police base early Tuesday in Malian capital Bamako, where gunfire and explosions were heard and the airport was closed. Sources witnessed and an AFP correspondent said this morning armed men attacked at least one military police base in Bamako. They have not been formally identified, a police source told AFP on condition of anonymity. Volleys of gunfire interspersed with explosion began at around 5 a.m. and black smoke could be seen rising from an area near the airport. Bamako Airport is temporarily closed due to events, and airport officials said without saying how long the closure would last. A witness said he and other worshippers were stuck in a mosque near the area during early morning prayers. The French high school Liberty announced it would remain closed due to external events and staff at the United Nations mission in Mali. In Mali, received a message urging them to limit their movement until further notice. Mali has been ruled by a military junta since back-to-back coups in 2020 and 2021. A number of armed rebel groups are active in the West Africa country, including separatists and jihadists linked to Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State group, but until now, the capital has been spared. After the Malian coup, military juntas also seized power in neighboring Burkina Faso and Niger. Under junta-led Council Assimi Goïta, Mali broke a long-standing alliance with European partners and former colonial power France, turning instead to Russia and East Wenja mercenary group for support. The military leaders have pledged to regain control of the entire country. Their offensive against rebels in the north has given rise to numerous allegations that the army and the Russian allies have committed abuses against civilians since 2022. Charges they deny. This one is happening live in Mamako, Mali. Mali. Remember that as it is now, Mali is in the hands of the military, and the military took over. And of course, you know what happens in the military government, that when a coup is done, that other coup follows also, because as you are planning your coup, other people are learning from you to be able to make their own coup. As it is, Nigerian Army slams IPOB for torturing retired corporal in a viral video. Osetila. The Nigerian Army has expressed strong condemnation of a distressing video circulating online, which was shared by Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. In the video, Corporal Toriola Adewale, a former soldier who honorably retired from the Nigerian Army 6 years ago, is seen being subjected to brutal maltreatment by the IPOB and its affiliate, the Biafran Liberation Army. In a statement released by the Director of Army Public Relations, Major General Onyema Nwachukwu, it was revealed that the ex-soldier was forced to make coerced statements urging active military personnel to abandon their duties and disregard their constitutional responsibilities. He was also made to falsely claim that he was treated well during his captivity. The army dismissed claim made by IPOB and its leader Simon Ekpa that Corporal Toriola is still serving in the Nigerian army, labeling such statement as outrageous propaganda. According to the military, these assertions are merely an attempt to justify the inhuman treatment of an unarmed, law-abiding citizen who served his country with distinction. Another katakata don't set again, oh. But meanwhile, now here I got to wind down the curtain. If not the first time we say they carry body chook, kindly go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for listening. God bless you.